by and large, what they've said is it is almost into the practice because it is said, and I'm quoting this as Eastern philosophy. I think I got it from somebody from these. I'm not sure if it's actual one.
Yeah.
That the most important thing you can give anything is your attention. So once the major league sports teams stopped filming it, it stopped happening. Where I think that's relevant, and correct me if I'm wrong, with regards to entrepreneurship is that the entrepreneur goes to work 9 to 5, gets home, gets to sleep at whatever time they get to sleep, and streakers start running through their minds. They're worried about the bills. They're worried about these unwanted thoughts jump in and run naked across your mind, and you can't help but focus on anything but that.
For sure.
And entrepreneurship takes, you have to, in my mind, take a blind eye to some things. Not that they go away, but it takes so much focus and attention and energy and to start a business that you have to be able to. So are there any meditative, cognitive, physical practices that one can take to literally block stuff out that's not going away? It's important. It needs to be taken care of. It's an issue, but I can't focus on it right now.
Yeah, I mean, I would say there's a lot you can do, but I would say like the simplest access point is a single point of focus, right? Single-mindedness. So people in the meditation circles, and this bridges right into like meditation, the nature of mind. What are we doing with our intentional focus? So people will get very scattered with their thought processes, and they'll get very all over the place. And when they go into these meditative states where they're trying to isolate their mind, there's a kind of a misnomer where they say, you're supposed to stop your thoughts. And it's like, you can't stop your thoughts. So don't try. That's a losing battle to try to compartmentalize and I have to stop what's going on. It's more about returning back to a focus. So if you're looking at a candle, that's one of the practices. Like you look at a candle and you track the candle and you keep your eyes on it and you watch it in a dark room and it's going to flicker and it's going to move. And then all of a sudden you're like, what's for dinner? Oh, that thing I got to do tomorrow. And you start losing it. As soon as you realize you've lost the flame, you bring it back to the flame. And so that process of floating away and returning is the part that trains the mind to be intentional in its focus. So you have to let you losing track is part of the process. And people usually think it's not. They're like, oh, that's bad. I'm failing.
Right.
I didn't do meditation right. And it's like, actually, you've just completed the meditation cycle by letting your mind wander and then bringing it back. It's the tethering. It's the bounce back that makes it work. So